Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the International Liverpool Supporters Show. Now, in today's video, I'll be giving a review as to the events in yesterday's terrific 2-1 away win at Newcastle in the Premier League. It really was an extraordinary game, particularly if you consider the big talking points and events that particularly took place in the first half. So let's get into it. Let's get into this video. As I said, in a very eventful game yesterday afternoon, Newcastle, Liverpool, and neutral observers would be stunned by the result, particularly after the events of the first 25 minutes to half an hour. Firstly, Liverpool conceded a goal. They went behind after 25 minutes via a mistake from Trent Alexander-Arnold. There was a pass which was overall strongly hit by Salah. There was no excuse for Trent Alexander to let the ball run under his feet, go past him, and into the path of the marauding Gordon, an ex-Evertonian player of all people, who ran in on goal unimpeded, clear through, and finished clearly. So Liverpool went behind after just 25 minutes. And it was to get worse just a couple of minutes later. After 28 minutes, Liverpool found themselves down to 10 men. Again, I think a ball in that inside right position found the Newcastle forward about to take possession. Van Dijk was probably a bit slow to kind of move across to his right-hand side of the cover. He did get there, make a tackle and get the ball, but crucially, he took the player's leg down before the follow-through did intercept the ball. The referee gave a straight red because not only was it a foul, but he deemed it to be a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Some people say that was a bit harsh. I can see why they gave it. If Van Dijk didn't get there in time and ASAP collected the ball, probably he would have got there first, gone through and had a clear goal scoring opportunity. So I can see why they gave a straight red. Despite his protestations, the referee was adamant. He sent Van Dijk off. Van Dijk complained not only to the referee but to the fourth official. That may have repercussions later on this week. They may increase the ban from 1 to 3 games. Let's hope not, but he did have a word with the referee and the fourth official, Van Dijk, and did protest probably a little too much for the authorities' liking. Newcastle at this time were very dominant, and Liverpool, to be fair, were very fortunate not to be down to even 9 men. After Trent Alexander, he got an earlier booking for the descent. He threw the ball away when he was bundled to the ground by the Newcastle player. And later on, I think it was Gordon who gave Alexander a tough time in the game yesterday. He blocked him and pushed Gordon to the ground. The referee let that go, probably because Alexander had earlier been given a yellow card for dissent. If he wasn't on the yellow card already, maybe he would have given him a first yellow for that. So Liverpool were quite fortunate that they weren't down to 9 men. As I said, Liverpool were very dominant. But unfortunately for Liverpool, they were not able to get that crucial second goal. But at that time, especially in the first half, it was a matter of if Newcastle would get that second goal. A mixture of poor finishing, poor decision making, and one extraordinary save from Alisson from Almiron. Brilliant reflexes kept the score to 1-0 at half time. Into the second half, Klopp, to his credit, made some positive substitutions, and similar to the Chelsea game in the opening day of the weekend, they turned the game into Liverpool's favour. He brought on Jota, Elliott, and the man of the weekend for Liverpool, Darwin Núñez. And Núñez in particular, with his aggressive pressing, the excellent runs he was making, all across that front line caused Newcastle a lot of problems. And after only 4 minutes of coming on, a pass from Jota found Nunes in the inside right position. He took one touch to set himself up, and the second shot was a low shot to slot in the far right-hand corner, low and hard. And the Newcastle keeper had no chance. Incredibly speaking, Nunes was to repeat the same finish in the same position 3 minutes into injury time. I mean, the referee gave 5 minutes added time of the 90, and Nunes scored after 93 minutes. Liverpool pressed. They intercepted possession just inside the Newcastle half. The ball fell to Mohamed Salah. He found an excellent run by Nunes in the inside right position. Nunes bailed down on call and scored a low hard shot with his right foot into the far right hand corner of the Newcastle net. Brilliant finish, and after that, almost 20-minute cameo appearance, Nunes made an excellent case for starting regularly, certainly starting in the next game, which I think is a home game against Aston Villa at the weekend. Nunes' direct running, aggressive press caused Newcastle problems in the only brief time he was playing in the second half. Yes, I understand he might not drop into the midfield and help out defending or press or knitting the play between the midfield and attack the way Firmino or Gakpo does, or the way Klopp likes that central striker to do. But in that central striker role, he has that explosive pace, that direct running that Diaz apart, Liverpool don't seem to have. I mean, I suppose you get that to a certain extent with Mohamed Salah, but I'll say pound for pound, Nunes in that squad now is probably the fastest player we've got, certainly amongst the forwards and maybe the squad in general. So that was a excellent cameo appearance by Nunes. Great fight back by Liverpool. Excellent, positive, constructive changes by Klopp when it looked like the game was running away from Liverpool somewhat. Again, bit concerned about the defence with the mistake by particular Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had a very difficult game against Anthony Gordon of Newcastle. He really gave him a very, very tough game. And even the midfield had issues kind of keeping possession, slowing the game down, gaining territory until those changes came in the second half. Even before then, I mean, extraordinarily, Liverpool started playing better when we were down to 10 men. So it gives you food for thought for next week and the rest of the season. The issue of defending and the midfield still remains a concern, but the spirit and the effort and the commitment, can't fault that. And it's great that in Nunes we've got somebody that is hungry, he's threatening, and he can come off the bench, and it gives Liverpool a new dimension and another option. So there you go. Liverpool rode their luck at times. As I said, in the first half, if you're told Liverpool supporter, Newcastle, or a neutral observer that Liverpool will end up winning this game, they would have looked like you're crazy. But they came back, a brilliant fight back for Liverpool, and the game finished Newcastle 1, Liverpool 2. So thank you for listening and joining us today. Please like and share this video. I appreciate it if you subscribe to this new channel. And I'll join you in the next video. And remember, Liverpool is for hype. For life, sorry. Liverpool is for life, not for hype. See you in the next video.